What's up guys, Chief here with another video where we learn how to play Starcraft 2. So today we're going to talk about something that's a little bit more at a basic level, and we're going to go back to the basics a little bit, and we're going to talk about hotkeys. Now hotkeys are very important for Starcraft 2, and they're going to help your gameplay a lot. If you do not use hotkeys and you start, you're going to notice a huge jump in your gameplay, your ability to macro, your ability to move around the map, and just your ability to handle doing a lot of multitasking. It's going to help a lot if you get in the habit of using hotkeys, and you're just going to notice a big difference. So let's get into the game here. We're going to talk about a Terran perspective today for hotkeys, and maybe tomorrow I'll make a Zerg or Protoss view. So let's just get right into the game I've started here. Now, here we go. Now, as you can see, this game's been going on a while. I went AFK for a while, and we've mined out all our minerals at first two bases, but that's not really what we're concerned about right now. We're concerned about hotkeys. So, if you guys are your average player right now, you might just say something like, okay, here's my first base. We get into the game, I'm going to bind it to number 1. Later during the game, you get to your second base, your second command center, you're going to pick a totally different hotkey. Let's say number 2. You notice number 2 down here, we're binding this second base. Now that's great. As you know, if you don't know, this might help you a lot. If you double tap those hotkeys, it's gonna jump your camera centered on what that control group is. So since we have this command center bound to number 1, if we're running around over here and we double tap the number 1 on your keyboard, it's gonna jump right back to this command center. Similarly, double tap number 2, it'll go to our second hotkey control group. That's great. Now, one thing that might be difficult for you guys going into the game, we're just going to take care of these void rays over here with an A-click. Now, if you guys are going into the game and you're dealing with something like you get up here and, okay, I think I saw an observer here. Great, we want to kill this observer, right? So if we hit number 1, and then our basic default hotkey for scan is going to be C. So we hit C and then scan. Okay, great, we see those observers there. Now, say for example, I'm just going to use up this energy real quick. Our first base doesn't have enough energy to scan. We hit 1, try to scan. Oh crap, I can't scan. So what we would do is hit number 2 to get to our second orbital and scan from there, right? Now, one thing that I do that'll probably help you guys, hopefully, is you bind all your command centers. We select this one, we select this one. We bind them all to number 1. So now you can see we have all 3 bound to number 1. Now, if you need to do a scan or something similar like that, you want to put down a bunch of mules, you just hit 1 to get all 3 selected, and you can scan. As you can see, it used the energy from this one. Now we'll go back, it'll use the energy from this one. So if you have energy from any of your command centers to do a scan, do a mule, drop a extra supply, you're going to do that. You're never going to have to go through your 3 different keystroke clicks to find a command center with enough energy. They're all right there. Also, something that might help is you can bind all 3 rally points. All 3 rally points. So if you want to maybe make some SCVs, if we hit 3 SCVs, you can see it divides them evenly between our 3 command centers, just a little more efficient that way. And it's saving you a lot of key clicks from having to go 1S, 2S, 3S to make those 3 different SCVs. So that might be helpful for you guys. Maybe you already know that. Now we're going to talk about production structures. This is even more fun. So, normally, say you're in a game and you have your barracks, right? You're going to maybe bind those all to the same hotkey, like number 4. Okay? Now maybe we want to make some stuff out of our factories also, so we're going to bind that to 5, and our starports we're going to bind to 6. So if you wanted to make some Marines and Marauders, we're going to hit 4 to get to our barracks. Okay, 2 Marauders, DD, there they go, and then we want to make 4 Marines, which are going to go over to our reactor barracks. There they are. Now we want to go make some factory units. So we hit 5. Alright, similarly, we make some units over here. We hit 6 to go to our starport and make some starport units. Now, that's not the ideal way you want to do that. I'm going to show you something real quick. So if we go ahead and just select, we're going to select our barracks, hold shift, grab our factories, and also our starports. We're going to bind them all to the same hotkey, number 4. I use number 4. You can use whatever number you like. This has an extra advantage of also setting the same rally point. So if you rally to your unit, all your different production structures are going to go to the same spot. That's handy. What we're concerned about is producing the units. So if we want to make the same selection of units, we'll hit 4 again, and you can see we have our barracks units over here. We have our barracks units. So let's make the same 2 Marauders, make some Marines, or supply cap, that's okay. Same concept. You can see them going into queue here. Now, we want to get to our factory units. Instead of hitting 5, we're just going to hit tab. Hit tab. It goes into your factory. You can start making these the same units that you made before. You hit tab again. Now we're at our starports. So that's saving you guys a lot of key clicks. You're not going to go 4, then 5, then 6. They're all in the same group. You can see what's in queue. Nice little view down here. You can hit tab to cycle through your different production structures. Really handy. If you guys haven't been doing this as Terran and you start, you're going to notice a huge difference. I promise. It's going to be really nice. You're going to love the time you have now to not worry about your different production structures. You're going to love how much time you have just to focus on micro, not worry so much about making sure your hotkeys are correct. So those are the 2 basic things I wanted to talk about with Terran hotkeys. Really is just going to hopefully help you guys out. And if you already knew this, then we'll maybe talk about some more advanced stuff. But for now, we're just going to keep it simple, back to the basics. So hopefully this helps some of you guys out. If it did, please leave me a comment. Let me know. Maybe send me a private message on YouTube if you're not comfortable asking a question that you maybe think is a little too newbie or something like that. I've had a couple guys that are a little uncomfortable posting a question in the comments because, you know, people are mean. But that's okay. You can feel free to private message me. Either way, I'll do my best to get to your response. And really, guys, thanks for watching. We're going to cover different hotkey perspectives for Zerg and for Protoss in my next couple videos. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Kind of similar things, so it'll make just ways to make your life a little bit easier and make your macro a little faster. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.